give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a Chinese pal. I wish you'd give us a wish for my happy cheese.
You wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
What you, Cinderella, the festival.
What you should go to the festival, the king's festival. And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails.
Look at your dress.
People would laugh at you, nevertheless.
You still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince. Ha, 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 ha. All three were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother, I wish, well, she was not quite beautiful. I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things.
Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a tray of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or
Birds in the sky, birds in the leaves, and the leaves in the fields, and the castles and walls of pine. Down from the leaves and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and walls.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
She's been dry for a week, and we've no food, nor money, and no choice but to sell her. Well, she can still command a price.
But Milky White's my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her! There are bugs on her dogs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump. But son, we've no time to sit and dither, while her withers wither with her. And no one eats a cow for a pound. Sometimes I fear your touch.
woods. It's time to go. I hate to leave. I have to go to the woods. It's time, and so I must begin my journey to the woods and through the trees to where I am expected down to the woods to Grandmother's house. Into the water for Grandmother. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of
what he believed. He was eager to have a family of his own, and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who could that
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
be? It's the witch from next door. We
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a baby, your father brought you and his young bride to this very cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, when your mother was a child, she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, celery, asparagus, and watercress, and phillips, and lettuce. I said, all right. But I wasn't right, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, reading my arugula, and picking on my gravy and my jammy and my vinegar, and I should have made a spell on him right there. I turned him into stone, or a doll, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion. I had lots to spare. In return, however, as fair as fair, you will let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on,
Thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what our father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited the garden, my mother warned me that I would be punished if I were to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans! And then I'm going to the knowing full of my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. The bang crashed, the lightning flashed. Well, that's another story, never mind. Anyway, as the big day came, I made my claim or to take away the baby. They shrieked and screamed, but I did, and I hid over shall never be reached. Your father cried, your mother died. For extra measure, I admit it wasn't much. I said sorry, I'm still not qualified, but I made a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree will always be a barren one. Soon, there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds in my garden. Right, you should see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens who never, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Now listen to me, Jack. Milky White must be taken to market. That's the best price you can, no less than 5 pounds. Aren't you listening to me?
Yeah.
How much are you to ask?
No more than 5 pounds.
Less than 5. Jack, 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 heaven or sun, the house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack, starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder, the floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older, your father's not back, and you can just sit here dreaming as I dream. To wish all night from day to day, and never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now, we have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow, you must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay, we have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, went on to tell the baker how he might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain notion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk, 2, the cape as red as blood, 3,
if they...
Which just means we'll take them with us.
No, you're not coming.
I know you were fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The
No,
spell is
the
on
spell
my
is on
house.
our house. We must lift the spell
No,
together.
you're not coming, that's fine. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember. The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is silver as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cake is red as blood.
And so the baker reluctantly set out to meet the enchantress's demands as her Cinderella.
I still wish to go to the festival,
The cow is white as milk.
but how am I ever to get to the festival? I know we'll visit Mother's Grave, the slipper, the chickens, the tree, and tell her I want to go to the stars. The hare and woods, it's time to go, and maybe all the pain I know into the woods, but even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell?
In the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother, into the woods to fetch the
To
things,
make the
to
potion.
go to the festival.
Into the woods without
Regret the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods to stop the cow,
into the woods to get the money.
into the woods to lift the
To
spell,
make the
to
potion.
go to the festival, into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid,
There's something in the glade there.
into the woods without delay. Be careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows the way be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes you worth the journey. Into the woods to see the king, to sell the cow,
To make the potion.
to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods without the woods. And home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother and visited it so often and wept so much that her tears watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I've learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, comes when least expected. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
No! How did you know my name?
When I first appear, I seem mysterious, but when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again.
On your way to market, you might have been there a long time ago. Taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that true?
Well, you see, now I'm resting, so...
How much are you asking for the hour?
no more than 5 counts, sir.
Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
Well, my mother...
Your mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Oh, I think Milky White's worth more than a sack of peas, don't you?
Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so early?
To my grandmother's house.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. Grandmother has my blood to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods. Perhaps in the large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? Missing all the flowers. The sun will set for hours. Take your
Mother
time.
said, straight ahead, not so late, we're being
But
misled.
slow, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds sing sweetly. Don't miss the birds completely. You're traveling so freely. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. Wanted to legible couple. Utter perfection, one branch, one song, one
Mother
moment,
said, come
my
with me, hold the path, never
dear.
stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones. Then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe how you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said, come with me, so I suppose a small delay. Bring back like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, girl. And hello.
It's hard to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget the little girl and get the cake.
You frightened me.
That's the cake. Get it, get it, get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
I would if I could, but I Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need. Get me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape, nor find a yellow cow or a golden slipper. Or was the yellow slipper a golden cow?
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the
What are you
spear is
doing
pure
here?
as... You forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood, and you have no idea what has come upon you. You'd be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I.
The spell
is on my house.
Cow is white as...
Milk. Hello there, you lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, you see, I was on my way to market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What are you planning on doing there?
And what are you planning on doing there?
Oh, sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, what are you to do?
Oh. Well, I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I would have no food to eat.
sum total?
Beans? We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food.
Beans in exchange for my cow?
Oh, no, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell me.
Magic that defies description.
Well, I don't think my mom would want me to sell my cow for beans.
We'd like you to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must leave one for ourselves. And besides, I'd say they're worth a pound each, at the very least.
Would I be able to buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly. Good luck there, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be home.
Magic beans? We have no reason to believe that they're magic. Are we to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for the creature. We did him a favor. At least we'll have some food.
5 beans?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure and attentive, it's meant and it's just a little bit, does it matter?
Yes.
Yes, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size.
What?
Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize when the end is right, it justifies the means.
Take the cow and go home. I'll carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her up within a doorless tower that lay deep within the wood. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel, let your hair down to me.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel? What a strange name. Strange, but beautiful, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand beneath her tower and ask her to let down her hair to me.
Hello there, little one.
Huh?
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
Oh, I ate all the sweets and a half a loaf of bread.
Where'd you get that cape? I so admire it.
Oh, my granny made it for me.
Is that right? I would love a nice cloak like this.
You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
No, I don't like to be on my cape. Please give it back.
I want it badly.
Oh, please give it back. Lord, get the little girl and get the cape.
I just wanted to make sure that you really love this cape. Now, run along to Granny's and make sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you want, then you go. When you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. Good day, Grandmother. Why, Grandmother, you're looking very strange. What large ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But, Grandmother, what large eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
But, Grandmother, what large hands you have.
Better to hug you with, my dear.
But, Grandmother, what a big, large, wet, terrible mouth you have.
The better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this than with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for the both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
That grandmother was a mighty snorer. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten. What's that in the corner of your mouth? It looks to me to be a piece of... Aha! I'll get that cloak from within your stomach.
How dark and big it was inside that wolf.
You're the devil! Take that knife and rip his head up! You should have eaten flesh with 1,000 tricks! Yeah, an animal die a painful agony, hideous death!
Granny!
What, child, this evil must be destroyed!
I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said, straight ahead, not so late, we're being misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't known before. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited
braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back into the wood. As for the lad Jack,
Mother, please let go of me.
Only a dolt would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
To bed without supper for you.
little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Are you all right, miss?
Yes. Thank you. I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you are wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you a lucky one? And why ever are you in the woods at this hour?
I've seen a beautiful woman in a ball gown pass through.
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
Onward!
I've never lied to royalty before. Never anything to royalty before.
Thank you so much.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what are you doing here in the town?
Oh, my husband's somewhere in the woods. He's doing a spell.
Oh?
Now, the prince, what was he like?
He's a very nice prince.
And
He's...
and
when I entered, they trumpeted.
and the prince?
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes, and
it made a nice change.
the prince.
Well, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charmed for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
And a beat of my range. And it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Oh, perhaps to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? An enormous fiber next to that little cottage.
Slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as gold. I must get home. I need to. Wait! Come back here!
One midnight gone.
Don't let him hide himself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
What's the better to have? Agree.
Never go with a bow or pink. Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The green and far the farther from the pass.
The closer to the path, the closer to the line.
One midnight gone.
No little one at the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The pretty flowers, one midnight gone, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look down low at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare, because you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. But she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky. Only just when you've made a friend and all, then you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach's stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you've known, and the world you left, and the little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down and you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. Roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
Well, I had more, but my mother made me surrender the rest. She gave me those 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh my.
Where's Milky White?
Milky White's back with my wife.
Oh, well, let's go get them.
Oh wait, I don't know that I wish to sell.
Wait, but you said I could buy my cow back.
I know, but I'm not sure that 5 gold
Wait,
pieces.
are you saying that you wish for more money?
More money is always...
Keep these. I will go get more.
Oh, wait, I didn't say... 5 gold pieces? With this I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof, a new chimney.
Well, could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When I first appear, I seem delirious, but when explained, I am nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How bad do you want a child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
I've not got to put a price on it.
Exactly. You have not thought about many things, have you, son?
Give me back that money, it's not yours.
Or is it Jack's? The money is not what's important. What's important is your wish to be honored.
Hey, come back here. Give me back that. What are you doing here now?
I see you with the red cape.
Yes, at the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I've the cape and the cow.
You've the cape.
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to entrust her to you.
She might have just easily run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might have.
But she didn't.
Who cares? The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
We were just going to do that. Here, you can take this.
Don't give me that, you fool. I don't want to touch that. My sweetness, come. By tomorrow midnight, deliver the items, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child. Oh.
I don't like that woman.
Sorry I lost the cow.
I'm sorry I yelled. Now, please, go back to the village. I'll make things right, and then we can go back to our normal life. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects. No more dim-witted young boys or witches or hungry little girls. Go.
There you are, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I've been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
She disappeared. Like the fine morning mist.
She? was lovely.
The loveliest.
I am not certain of that. I too must confess I have found a lovely young maiden. She lives just here in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, in the top of a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage to visit?
I stand beneath her and say, Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I do climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of name is that? You jest, I've not heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth, she is as fair as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yes, one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Light and becoming and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, oh the torture they teach. What's as intriguing
Or half-as fatiguing
as what's out of reach?
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and heir to the throne?
You're everything maidens could wish for.
Then why not?
Do I know
The girl must be mad.
you know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her.
Agony, misery, all not to know what you miss. Always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each one more handsome than the other. No, get the hair. Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with mop-top hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
Yes, he's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No. And I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You must be very careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay too.
Yes. Well, I have not seen your son today.
I hope he didn't go up that beanstalk again. Wait while you're ahead, I say. Jack! Jack! Jack!
Moo. Moo. Moo.
Moo! Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing?
I am here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I am here to see that your wish is granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep
feelings.
I'd say those slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they are all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
Wasn't likely to do you much good.
Was the ball as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes,
And they have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh.
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And
and
I'm not in the mood.
he must have really taken a liking to you.
I have no experience with princes and castles and counts.
Nonsense. Every girl dreams.
Look, sir, look.
Yes, there she is. Move, move.
I must run, and I must have shoes. Stop that.
Go down. No.
I need to have a big I need to get out of here.
No. Oh. Where did she go?
I do not know, sir.
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in a ball gown? I was just trying to hold her here for you. She went out.
I could capture my own damsel. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Where did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course.
Yes. Oh, the prince. He went and gotcha. You'll never reach him.
We would have gone on with the cow and molested us.
Cow.
Please, let me just compare this color with that of your own.
He wants to compare our hair to corn. Come on.
John,
It'll look.
I thought you were going back to the village. I've had no luck.
You the cow.
Yes, at the cow, we've only 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find this?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We have 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps I don't think the 2 of us can get this child.
You changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing. You're careless in the woods. If you could see, you're the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It takes 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, you can tell if you do. It takes 2.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about woods. Not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. And all I fear, we'd stay the same forever. But then out here, your passion and charming, considering clever.
To begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we can pass the woods. And once we're past, let's hope these changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the 2 of us beyond lies. Stay at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us. It takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We bought 4, we had none. We got 3. You need 1. It takes 2.
the owners.
And money.
Look what this hen has dropped in my hand.
A golden egg. I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, sir, I promised you more than those 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
Now, I never said I would sell.
No. You said I could buy my cow back.
You took the 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man, kind of...
You would take money before a child?
Milky White is dead!
2.
The exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White, believing that when the witch said a cow as white as milk, she was referring to a live one.
You must go back to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to buy this cow?
Here, tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this would exchange a cow for a bee.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago, you accused me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Fine, don't steal it, and reserve yourself to a childless life.
I feel it's best for you to go for the cow, as I had met a maiden these previous eves with a golden slipper, and I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine, it's simply fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel,
No, please!
the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
Why did I clearly say, children should listen? What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. How could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince?
No order, feel get off the floor.
But I am old, I am ugly, I am there is you. You are ashamed of me. You are ashamed. You don't understand. I was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. What will love you more than I? What else that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wide. Stay a child while you can be a child. Gave you protection, yet you disobeyed me. Do you think I would stay in that tower
Why did you
forever?
not tell me you had a visitor?
I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen. No!
don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
You needed another cow?
What a lovely cake!
Whoa!
Give me my cake or I'll slice you in 1,000 bits!
Well, I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
Oh, my grand made it for me from the wolf that attacked us. I got to skin the animal, and best of all, she put this beautiful knife for protection.
Oh yeah? Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg from that hen. Where'd you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giants up there. Oh, and if you think this is something, you should see the harp that the giant has. It plays the most beautiful music without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up there and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
Oh! Oh! I'm not a liar. I'll get that harp, she'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival. He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. Think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Wanna stay and be caught? You think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? Then what if you want what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, which you don't? So then which do you pick? We're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong, or where everything's right and you know that you'll never be long. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace.
Don't come any closer to me. Please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before. I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it. Magic bean? Nonsense. Don't do that! Listen, I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another. I need that shoe to have a child. That makes no sense. Does it make sense that you're running from a prince? Here, take my shoes. You're run faster.
Stop! 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 Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
I'm the cow.
The slipper. We have before.
I will give this to the prince, and then tomorrow we will search the kingdom from the maiden who will fit this shoe.
It is mine.
No, it is
I
not.
built it to cause my life.
I must give this to the prince. We
You
must
search
search
the
this.
slipper, and all will...
What was that noise?
Just a bolt of lightning from a far-off kingdom, sir.
How dare you go off in search without me?
I'm sorry, sir. I thought that I might...
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. Then, when the maiden ran down, remained her slipper.
Oh.
Brilliant, sir.
I thought so. It did create quite a mess when all the other guests left.
Yes, of course. I have managed obtaining the other slipper.
Useless, aren't we?
Give them the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When I first appear, I seem deleterious.
Okay, shut up.
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need the one.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with a crush, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. And for all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's searches to begin.
Does anybody care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, isn't he?
Such a thought, I would suppose.
The third midnight is here. You have all the objects.
Yes, slipper, hair.
Cow cape.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
She is. She is.
That cow has been covered with flour.
We had a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
I thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow, so bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You could do that?
Now!
There you are! I've been worried. Sit down. Mother, look. The most beautiful harp.
You've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White! Oh. Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet. Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow. Fill this.
Here, let me do it. She'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about the child.
Wait, we followed her instructions. 1, the cow is white as milk, correct?
Yes.
And 2, the cape was certainly as red as milk.
Yes.
And 3, the slipper.
Yes.
4, I compared the hair with his ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in his
You
house.
what? What were you doing there?
I just happened to be passing by.
I touched that hair. Don't you get it? I cannot have touched any of the ingredients.
No.
Oh!
The corn, the corn!
What?
The silky hair of the corn! Pull from the ear and feed to the cow, quickly.
This better work, old man, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son, but...
It's working.
She's milking!
I don't understand.
Not now! To the car!
We've given you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
What's wrong? What's happening?
Wait, where are you going?
Son!
Father! All is He's dead.
And so the mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no happy reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness the night her beans had been stolen and the lightning flashed, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. riding off to become his bride.
Yes.
The one within the show. This one is not the bride for you. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
Why won't it fit? Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of it from that will. And when you're his wife, you'll have such a life. You'll never need to
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. But as she was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you any other daughters?
No, only a little serving wench which his late wife left behind. But she's much too dirty, she cannot show herself.
I insist.
But when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
Much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, the prince took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
Yeah.
This is the proper bride for you. Fit to attend a prince.
Yes.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, came across a boy so familiar he went towards it. And Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, we can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Fine. You leave me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Florinda and Lucinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes, punishing them with blindness.
I see your prince has found you. Yes, thank you for the slipper. I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd ever find you.
I never thought I could be so
the cafeteria for refreshments. And don't forget to buy your 50/50 raffle ticket.